Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fatin Raida. I am from Group 6 along with Sister Shafika, Sister Dura and Sister Asma. In this video, our group will be talking about the struggle faced by the pharmacies during Covid-19. The uncertainty of Covid-19 caused anticipatory purchasing of medications around the world, driving demand to an unprecedented high. Meanwhile, drug factories shut down in order to prevent the spread of Covid-19. The drug supply chain was disrupted and drug shortages resulted. Drug shortages have been an ongoing problem for the medical community for decades. However, drug shortage concerns have been exacerbated by this worldwide pandemic. In addition, the supply of goods to the market directly relates to the quantity of goods coming off the production lines, which means the supply of raw materials is also important. Nevertheless, there are only small number of producers for raw material of drug productions who also greatly affected by the COVID-19. The interruptions in the supply of the raw materials has caused significant impact to all drug manufacturers. China is a major source of active pharmaceutical ingredients, finished dosage forms, and raw materials. In response to COVID-19, roughly 37 pharmaceutical factories in China that manufactured active ingredients for drug products were shut down. Consequently, manufacturers in other parts of the world were forced to depend on current stock or find alternative supply sources. India, which imports roughly 70% of its raw materials from China and is the world's largest producer of generic drugs, began to experience delay in receiving ingredients and could not keep up with global demand under these conditions. Overall, the pandemic crippled the global drug supply chain by leading to factory closings, limited access to raw materials, and altered import and export rates of final dosage forms. With an inadequate supply chain and high demand worldwide, prescription of drug shortages become a current top concern topic in the pharmacy realm.
Producing pharmacies.
So now let's talk about the history of interactive kiosks. In 1977, the first self-service interactive kiosk was called Plateau Hotline. It was used at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Created by students Moriel Lab and Donald Bitzer, the kiosk was used to provide information to university students about courses, bus schedules, on-campus events, and many more. Meanwhile, in 1985, 8 years after the introduction of Plateau Hotline, the first network of interactive kiosks was developed by the Vice President of Flourishing Shoe Company. This network grew to over 600 kiosks connected via dial-up and allowed customers to search for shoes in other stores. If they weren't in stock at the store, the customer was in and find the shoes in other store. Until now, the technology of interactive kiosks has been widely used, especially in the food vendor market, to efficiently operate during peak time. How can you use the pharmacy? First, customer can go to the pharmacy to make a purchase and choose any medicine they want to buy. Secondly, they can make a cashless transaction during debit card, credit card, or even QRP. Thirdly, customer can also check the stock availability in other outlet pharmacies using pharmacy. What happens if you want to have one-to-one consultation with pharmacists? Don't worry, because customers can select consultation bar menu on pharmacy to have a virtual consultation with their pharmacist. Once they have decided which medicine they wanted to buy, they can just check out their purchase through pharmacy.
Now let us see what is the benefit of pharmacy.
Did you know that pharmacy can also lessen the human labor? This is because now less human force needed because it has been replaced by the technology and by the machine itself. Therefore, pharmacies can save their costs on paying salary to their staff, which we learn in economics. When the cost of operation is being reduced, then the pharmacies can sell their product, which is medicine, medical tool, healthcare item, with lower price. According to the law of demand, the lower the price, the higher the quantity that will be demanded. For example, without technology such as this pharmacy, the price of Panadol is 2 ringgit. However, with the help of technology, now pharmacy can reduce the selling price to 2 ringgit per unit. This is how the implementation of IT and technology can give impact on the seller sides economically. Not only that, during COVID-19 pandemic, we know that we need to distance ourselves from other people by at least 1 meter. This is to make sure we reduce the possibilities of direct contact or touch to others and thus increase the spreadness of COVID-19 virus. Therefore, with the presence of pharmacy, we can reduce the human contact. As we all aware that most of the public machine, including ATM, hand sanitizer will be provided because we are aware that even though there is no direct contact with individual, but the consent on the screen and or the button of the machine can transfer germs. Thus, worry not, pharmacy is also attached with automatic hand sanitizer to prevent from COVID-19 spreadness. Furthermore, pharmacy also practicing cashless method. This is because the payment terminal is being attached with pharmacy. Thus, customer no longer need to pay physical notes or coin, which this is also can be reason of transferring germs. Therefore, by only swipe or scan the debit or credit card, you are just one way for the payment. Not only that, customer can also pay using e-wallet such as Touch 'n Go e-wallet, Shopee Pay and Boost by only scanning QR code that have provided at the pharmacy. In short, cashless payment method will improve hygiene, minimize contact and also help to ensure the fastest transaction because there is no longer cashier who need to count the money and count the balance. Nevertheless, pharmacy also reducing waiting time because it increased efficiency. People now need less time for their purchase in pharmacy. This is because the system holds by pharmacy with no lag to make sure all the transaction runs smoothly. Therefore, customers no need to wait for long queue, which can increase the possibilities of COVID-19 spread. Moreover, the objective of a retailer is to accomplish that waiting time in line is smaller than the time a client takes to leave it due to the impatient.
So what we achieved from the introduction of pharmacy? So now, the pharmacies are no longer crowded with customers. Secondly, the buying and selling process has become more efficient. And lastly, the access to stock availability in different branches has become easier. So the conclusion is digitalization in healthcare can solve the problems faced by pharmacies during COVID-19 pandemic. So that's all from us. Thank you and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.